Here's Hogg! Deeney! Do not scratch your eyes! You are really seeing the most extraordinary finish here! It almost mirrors the final day!
Hello everybody and welcome to a purple hero card Troy Deeney review. So obviously Troy Deeney has received a purple card for getting Watford promoted this season, and he's had such a great season. And yeah, so basically his stats look really awesome. He has 71 pace, 72 dribbling, 80 shooting and 83 physical, which is absolutely awesome. And as you can see there, in 10 games he managed to score 11 goals for me. And as you can see there, first owner, I managed to pack him in a 35k pack, which was incredibly lucky, as you saw at the start of the video. So I will show you his in-game stats now so you can see how good he is in-game. Here are Deeney's stats. As you can see, he's got some really decent stats with 77 aggression, 71 attack position, 72 balance, 71 jumping, 71 sprint speed and 92 strength. That strength really does come in handy when using Deeney, and you will see that from some of the clips which I am about to show you. He also has 74 ball control, 81 finishing, which is really good for a silver striker, 80 long shots, 76 penalties and 85 shot power. So a very powerful striker indeed in that aspect. And as you can see there, he is 6 foot tall, he has 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. But the only thing that's annoying about this card is his work rate, his low medium work rate, and I'll talk about that as I show you the clips now. So going into some of the clips, guys, one thing I did notice about Deeney, which I've not really had with any other players this year on FIFA, was he seemed to go down in the box so regular, and I started to think why that was, and I honestly think that because he's so strong, you can see there, he holds off 3 players, and honestly, the only way defenders seem to be able to get the ball off Deeney is if they're going for a risky slide tackle, and so many times did that happen in the box, and Deeney just obviously slots away the penalties. And that's a great thing about Deeney, that he is so powerful. That is one of his biggest strengths, really, his power. And, you know, his dribbling, he does seem sluggish at times, but because of his strength, he's able to hold off defenders whilst not being the quickest of players with only 71 pace. But obviously 71 pace is not the slowest, but it's probably, you know, you may be looking for a bit more. So I'd recommend playing him with a pacey striker or with 2 pacey wingers to the side of him. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about were his work rates. So his work rates are his biggest disappointment for me. He's got low medium work rates, which means he's always out of position, and which means that you've basically got to do all the work with him as far as getting him into position to score a goal, which is really frustrating because every time I got the ball down the wing and crossed it in, Deeney just wasn't there. He was like at the edge of the box or something like that because of his work rates. You can see here he's at the edge of the box here, but manages to dodge around a couple of players and put it into the back of the net. And that's what Deeney does so well. So as far as his dribbling goes, it's pretty decent. You know, he's got a lot of power, so his strength really makes up for his lack of pace, and his finishing inside the box really is excellent. His shot power is another one of his greatest strengths. His shot power is just absolutely fantastic when in the box, and that's the whole thing about him being a powerful player. That is his biggest strength. So it took me a while to get used to this card, definitely, because I'd say the first 2 or 3 matches I just didn't like him, and I've got a feeling that you guys might feel the same way about him too. So you've got to give him quite a couple of games to actually get used to him and to start getting goals from him, because if you're playing like I was at first, you know, you just chip balls over the top, or you're running down the wing and he's out of position, you can't play like that with Deeney. You've got to get the ball to Deeney and honestly just run at defenders like he does here, and he slots it into the back of the net excellently there. And that's just what Deeney's all about. So another big disappointment is he's obviously extinct on the market at the moment, which is so frustrating for you guys if you are wanting to go out and buy him. So definitely a big con that he's so hard to get, and I believe his price range is 40 to 70k, something like that. It's around 40 to 70k. So as far as price goes, is he worth it for that much? I'm not sure. You can definitely get better silver strikers for that amount of money. You know, people like Agbonlahor, even someone like second informed Joe Garner, or third informed Joe Garner even. I'd say I probably preferred Joe Garner. Maybe that's just because I'm a Preston fan, but who knows. So that is what I think of this Deeney card. And so his main strengths, you've got to play to. If you're playing balls over the top and all that stuff, you're not going to enjoy this card. And so he's quite a different player, really. I've not played with many people that have been like this Troy Deeney card, so he's quite unique in that way. So here are his pros and cons that I have given Troy Deeney. His pros: his shot power, absolutely fantastic. His strength, absolutely magnificent. He holds players off so well. And his power when dribbling, he's a really powerful dribbler. He's got great finishing when inside the box. And then his cons I gave him: he's got low medium work rates, which is a big frustration. And he seems sluggish on the ball sometimes when he doesn't have that burst of pace. He does seem a bit sluggish at times when using him. And currently he is extinct on the market, so he is incredibly hard to get if you guys are wanting to go out and buy him. So that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, and I will see you all in the next one.